Hands shoulder distance apart. A few rounds of cat-cow as you inhale, moving from the pelvis, the tail goes to the sky, the heart looks forward. As you exhale, gather the belly, pull the belly to the back to the sky. Inhale, the pelvis moves, and then the spine, and then the head. The tail goes up, then the heart comes up. Exhale, bring the tail to the floor, the whole pelvis moves, the belly to the back. Empty the lungs completely. 2 more times. Maybe add, exhale out the mouth. 1 more time. Pumping the belly back. Inhale to neutral, curl the toes into the ground. Keep the knees bent as you lift the hips up and press the belly and thighs together. Press the belly and thighs together. So bend the knees as much as you need to get the belly towards the thighs. And then without dropping the heels in this variation, any amount of straight legs, but don't work to get the heels down. Instead, work to pull the belly up. So the belly might even pull the heels up. Use your belly to pull your heels up as if you were going to kick up into a handstand, but don't. And we'll do a little bit of work in the abdomen as we go between plank and down dog. So on your inhale, open a plank. And then using your belly muscles to lift up to the sky, downward dog. Try to pull your heels off the ground with your belly muscles. Inhale, open a plank. Exhale, belly muscles pull you up. High on your tippy toes. 2 more times. Pumping into the belly. 1 more time. Belly to sky. Keep the belly way up. Belly way up, and slowly tiptoe your way to your hands. Keep the belly lifting up to the sky like you're. Move your pelvis to move your feet. Maybe you're up on your fingertips now. Move your hips to move your feet. Slow. Last one to the front of the mat wins. Let your feet get to your hands. You flip your blocks up under your hands and sit low in chair pose. So nice and low till the seat is as low as the knees, way back there, belly firm. An option to hold the blocks as we use our strong legs to lift up to the sky. Push down into the ground, stretch up. You can bring the blocks with you if you wish. This is optional. Exhale, lower, pull your belly back. Heat and circulation, root into the earth, rise up. Exhale, lower. Pull your belly back. 2 more. One more time. Stay up. Pause. Exhale, stretch your left arm back and down. Belly to spine. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, right arm back and down. Bring it up on your inhale. Exhale, left. One more right. Inhale, handstand on the ceiling. Press your blocks to sky, your feet down. Exhale, sit down on an imaginary chair. Hands to ground, blocks to ground, hands on blocks. So got a little heat, a little circulation. Widen your feet as wide as your shoulders. Hands to thighs. You're sort of like an umpire's position in baseball. And again, breaking into the belly, a little moving cat-cow. As you inhale, open the chest, moving from the pelvis first. Exhale, belly to spine. Pumping in a little bit more now. Inhale, open. Really drawing the belly back. 2 more. Maybe even a lion's breath on the next one. And then in neutral, big pelvic circles. Circle the pelvis around. If you're alone in your room, really go for it. Nice, big, watery circle going the other direction. I'm not alone, so I can't really go for it. All right, one more time. Roll all the way up. Pause with your feet as wide as your shoulders, staying at the front of your mat. Bring your hands to your belly. You can bring one hand to the front of the belly, one hand to the low back as you feel your weight drain into your feet spread on the ground. Red roots, earth legs, down root into the ground. And feel the breath washing through between your hands. Sunlit ocean belly, orange belly, waves of ocean, one ocean breath, waves of the one ocean breath merging with your ocean belly. Allow your fluid belly to rest in the basin of your pelvis on the rooted legs. And pause. We'll bring those qualities with us through the standing flow as we come back to feet parallel, maybe a little less than hip distance apart. Spread your footprints. Sweeping the arms up on your inhale. Bending the knees on your exhale, hands to blocks. We're going to step back into warrior one. So the back foot becomes flat. Maybe the toes point a little bit towards your outer left corner of your mat. Your front knee bends, maybe over the ankle. Option to take your blocks with you. Option to take your blocks with you. Spread your feet. And on your inhale, straightening the legs, sweep up. On your exhale, elbows by your side. Inhale, sweep up. Bend your knee, exhale, elbows by your side. Just pulling the elbows back a little bit. Or you can just sweep your blocks towards the floor and then back. Two more moving. Inhale, straighten the legs, sweep up. Exhale, knee bent. One more time, just like this. Exhale, knee bent, pause. Blocks by your side body, hands by your side body. Feel your rooted legs, strong foundation, and take a breath to feel the whole torso ripple all the way into the belly. Slowly stretch the leg to straight. Come to turn side on your mat, your feet parallel. Bend your knees, bring your blocks to the ground underneath your shoulders. Take a moment here. Your feet are wider than your shoulders by a lot. So if your arms are out, they probably would be about under your elbows. Bend your knees a lot. Bring your seat almost as low as your knees. Nice and low. So it's a combination of like wide leg chair pose, almost squat. And then bring both hands to the left block or inside the left foot. Just get a little inner leg stretch on the right. Opening up the inner leg lines, the water lines. Both hands to the right block or to the ground. Opening up the inner left leg. One more time on each side. And one more time to the right. Bringing it center, turn your heels in a little bit so that as you bring your hands to the thighs, you can come up in a little squat, little goddess squat. So your toes turn out, your knees turn out, and the strongest muscle in your body now is under the leg. The inner thigh presses against the bone and under the leg presses up into the bone as you come down. We'll do a couple of moving and then we'll pump into the belly. So as you inhale, stretch up. Squeeze your leg muscles, come down, getting your foundation nice and strong. Belly pumps back. 2 more like that. Soft jaw, 1 more time. Big exhale. And then stay. You can come up a little bit if it's too much, or go down if you want to go lower, like wherever it's right for you. Hands to navel. And if you have a Kapalabhati breath or a Bhastrika, feel free, but I'm just going to do slow pumps. So you feel your inhale, fill your belly. Exhale, pump your belly back a lot. Inhale, fill. Exhale, out the mouth or the nose. Inhale, fill. So if your nose is stuffed, you can use the mouth. You can do a couple more nice and full. You can add a sound if you want. Just 2 or 3 more. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, melt down, knees bend, hands to thighs, and just shifting the hips from side to side. Again, the watery motion. Watery center belly. Hands to blocks, bring your heels back out to parallel. Inner leg line stretch again. Left knee bends. You can bring both hands to the right block or inside the right foot as you go to the other side. 1 more time on the left. And to the right. And bringing your feet to face the front of your mat, bring your blocks with you. Take a moment to pause. And step up. Bring your blocks in front of you a little bit, widen the feet, almost as wide as your shoulders, maybe a little more, lower your thighs, any amount. So maybe they're as low as your knees, maybe a little less. Maybe you want to go all the way down to Malasana. Just take a couple breaths. Jaw soft, tongue soft. And hips lift up. Heel to the feet so they're a little less than walking distance apart. Bend your knees deeply as you rise up, touch the sky. As you flow forward, hands to blocks. Stepping the right leg way back. Spread your footprints a lot. Optional, leave the blocks on the ground or bring them up for warrior 1, flowing. You can hold the ends or the middle of the blocks. On your inhale, straighten the legs, sweep up. On your exhale, bend the knee. Again, just increasing some heat. It's important to add a little bit of warmth and heat in the spring. Help melt the ice and melt what's stuck. Get the water flowing. Helping with circulation of lymph through all the abdominal organs. Pump the belly back. 2 more. One more time. Pause with your blocks by your side. Root your legs, press your feet into the earth as you spread your footprints so you feel really strong in your base. And you don't have to over harden your belly. You can feel your belly in the inside, in your pelvis, being moved by your breath. without losing the strength of your legs. Jaw soft, tongue soft. And then slowly straighten the leg. I'm going to face you again, actually. Let's see. I'll face you again. Straighten your leg and bring your toes parallel, nice and wide, so they're wider than your elbows. Place your blocks in front of you, bend your knees. This time we'll do something a little different down here. As you bend your knees deeply, you can walk your hands out on blocks or on the ground. Pull your hips way back as you walk your arms out. So from the side, it would look like your hips are low, your feet are really wide apart, your knees are bent, and get longer and longer as if you're making a lot of room between your hips and your shoulders, and wiggle your butt from side to side. It's like the upper body's in down dog, lengthening the spine, bending the knees, pulling your pelvis back. Maybe it feels like someone's drawing your hips back for you with their hands, like a nice good yoga adjustment there. And then keep yourself low, but walk your hands back. Maybe you don't want your blocks anymore. You can press your hands on the ground and pretend, bend your knees as much as you need. Pretend maybe you're almost going to get your head to the ground, like you were going to go up into a tripod headstand, but don't go up. Just reach your head to the ground. Your elbows are bent. Maybe it's going to be easier for you to see me from the side. And then you're going to just practice straightening your legs, pulling your belly up, and releasing down. Pulling your belly up to straighten the legs. Press the hands down, press the feet down, and then bend on your inhale. Couple more. Pull the belly up, press the feet down, fold, and bend. 2 more times. And last time. And stay. Maybe you want to imagine that you could come up into a wide leg handstand. Don't do it. What I'm trying to say is if you use your belly muscles to imagine you were going to lift your legs up just for a moment, pumping into your belly that way. And then release. Walk your hands back up. I'm going to meet you back in your direction. From here, turn towards the front of your mat again. Bring your blocks, hands to blocks, and step up. Sitting down, a wide leg squat one more time, as low as you can go. Put your forearms on your thighs like that downhill ski position. Take a moment here. And then hands to thighs like the umpire, cat-cow. Exhale, pull your belly back. Inhale to open. Exhale, rocking through the pelvis, pull belly back. One more time. Roll all the way up. Feet a little wider than your shoulders. Spread your feet, hand to belly, hand to back. Let all your weight drain down, your feet spread, and feel your breath fill the space between your hands. So this center is also governed by taste, right? So what you eat, what you taste, what you savor in your mouth has a lot to do with how it lands in your belly and how you receive it in your belly. Imagine savoring the breath as it comes through the channels of the face, comes through the nose, but imagine that you could have the breath like an elixir, like a delicious, nourishing elixir that it is, feeding you all the way down into your belly, nourishing you and softening this whole center.